Hey everybody, my name is Wyatt and I'm Ferda Tunes, and today we got part 2 of diving into Sematary. If you don't know, diving in is where I check out an artist that I'm unfamiliar with, go through their discography, and kind of analyze my thought process as I go. I did Rainbow Bridge 1 and 2 in the last video, and I wasn't in love with it, but admittedly, it has grown on me quite a bit. We'll get into it. There's a few things I said in the last video that I think I've just straight up changed my mind on. I think I've come around to quite a few songs on Rainbow Bridge 1. A lot of the hooks have clicked, and I overall just feel the music more now that I've had a chance to live with it for a little bit. So before we get into these clips for my first reaction on Rainbow Bridge 3, I mentioned in the last video that I hit a workout to Rainbow Bridge 1 and it hit a lot better, so I decided to do that for this one. It's the same with metal and hardcore music. Like, I just feel like the music hits me the best possible way it can when I'm hitting a workout and I'm just in that zone. Like, this isn't the kind of music that I think it's best to just sit and close my eyes and absorb and hyper focus in on everything. So just keep that in mind with these clips. The camera angle's all fucked and I'm just kind of standing there. Yeah. But it is safe to say that I enjoyed this one. You guys were right. It was a lot more abrasive and heavy, and I definitely love it for that. Okay! Right from the get-go, you know you are in for a ride and a half. Like, most of these songs on the first listen felt like I was getting jumped by like 10 guys and they were just relentlessly beating the shit out of me. Like, it's just so in your face. Every track is basically assaulting your ears, and it really hit like a punch to the nose. Here we go! Okay, that's new. I mentioned in my last video that I wish the songs were all mixed a little heavier, and he fucking made my wish come true. He blew it out of the water. That bass, holy. I know I say this word a lot, but there are some straight up sound walls on this thing, and not the ones I'm typically used to. Like, just a barbaric level of fuckery and insanity and just hard, loud shit. Okay, Skin Mask 2, what a fuck, that was crazy. Oh god, yo. This is just literally fire. Like, I feel like I'm burning from the inside. There's also a noticeable amount of distortion. Noticeable is an understatement. Holy fuck, it sounds like my speakers are breaking. And that definitely helped just propel me into this underworld of just hardcore fuck shit. Good heavens! All of the like classic and cliche mixtape nuances and shoutouts were a really odd touch, but it worked well with most of the tracks here. It was like a really oddly good blend of two very different, very weird worlds, and that's shit, hearing that shit so much, it felt like it was the only thing like keeping me in this reality. If they weren't there, I would just be like immersed in this hellfire of trap beats and just loud screaming distortion. Like, hearing the classic Trapaholics tag and the whole air horns shit like really took me out at first, but it added this classic charm to this just otherworldly heinous mixtape. Hey, that's a classic. Yo, what the hell? Okay, this is different. And while that's definitely like the classic mixtape cliche, you definitely don't hear it much nowadays, but I definitely didn't expect to hear it, especially used so much on here. But again, it was like a blend of those two worlds. It really worked somehow. Like, I don't know how else to say. It was just there, and I'm like, alright, like, added hype. Yo, the fucking horns! Yo, this is crazy! Oh. They did not pull that. I fuck with that shit. I'll always love that classic mixtape shit. Oh god, man. The hooks are a lot tighter, thank god. That was my main complaint with the last two. There's still quite a few that I find redundant, but it works a lot better with the whole overblown distortedness of it all. It's just a lot easier to just mindlessly bang to it all. There was one that I still can't really wrap my ears around. Okay, maybe it's just me, but it just took things a tad too far. Bro, what? Near the end of my first listen, I did kind of get tired with it. Just the whole overblown in-your-face distortion, just almost for an hour, like... Okay. That was that. I just couldn't stick with it all on first listen, but really it's fine because I've come back to it 4 times now, hit 2 more workouts to it, and believe me, it only hit harder and harder. Chainsaw Party particularly stuck out to me because at first I was like, oh, another redundant hook, but I still instantly loved it. Just insane energy to it all. It's like a Sematary party track, for real. And it brought me back some old mosh pit flashbacks that I just... oh, man. DJ Sorrow, turn the fuck up. Yo. Holy fuck, this is insane! Overall, I'm kind of rocking with this one, guys. And from a mixtape perspective, this thing is pretty great. I'm not head over heels for it. I do think it's a tad too long, especially for a front to back listen. There's still quite a few songs on the second half especially that I'm kind of on, but the overall sound of this thing is gigantic and intimidating, and there is more than enough material on here that is just literally hard as nails. Oh! Okay, this is hard. This is really dope. This was just such a weird, intense, and honestly challenging first listen, and I just admire it so much for that alone. Yeah, no, this is fucking easily the hardest music I've heard this year. Like, Conway the Who? I'm definitely coming back to this anytime I need a heavy ass workout, and again, I can't thank you guys enough for really pushing me to do this one. As much as I was confused and honestly off-put at first listen, I've come around quite a lot. And to my surprise, I really wasn't expecting to enjoy this that much, and even after my first listen, I was like, fuck, like, okay, I don't want to come back to the Ferda family disappointed and, you know, let everyone's excitement down. So I'm really glad I fucked with this one, and Rainbow Bridge 1 did click a little bit more, so I'm on the bandwagon, guys, a little bit. I'm on the hype train. It's definitely a niche sound, and like I always say, I'll always admire something that is extreme and especially unique, no matter how it hits my ears. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this Diving In series. Again, I tried to, you know, make it a nice back and forth with my first reaction and review because I don't want to just do the first reaction stuff, as little as I can, at least, anymore. Let me know what you guys think, please, because I really enjoy the whole back and forth thing, as hard as it is to edit. I just think it perfectly shows off like how it first hit me and how I'm feeling about it now that I've heard it a few times and digested it. So it's not a review, it's not a reaction, it's a diving in. Thanks again for tuning in. You guys can follow me on social media. Come talk some shit with me on Twitter. Everything is in the description. Discord is coming very, very, very soon. Love you guys so much. Thanks for running up the new Blade video. Holy fuck, I didn't like... You guys are just so fucking awesome, and I'm so happy to have you here. We are all Ferda Tunes, right? Okay, I'm a quit while I'm ahead if it's not too late for that. Much love, y'all. See you in the next one. I like that sound. It sounds like a fucking Godzilla or some shit. My cats don't like this one, confirmed. They just ran the fuck away.